with all you've accomplished and the long list of accolades you have, what would you rate as your proudest moment or accomplishment of your career? Must be nice to have options, by the way.
It is good to have options,
okay.
yes, absolutely. No, but that probably is winning Wimbledon the first time in 2003, and then becoming world number one at the beginning of 2004. It's just like the ultimate achievement in my opinion, and that's when the career could have ended right there already.
You took my spot of number one, so I don't really appreciate that, but we've never talked about the 2009 Wimbledon final.
Right.
You go into the locker room, and I'm at my locker, being very emotional, breaking down. It was a heartbreaking loss, and the thing that I remember is your team coming in, and you giving them like silent fist pounds and kind of giving them hugs, but it was in a very reserved manner, because it was like you were taking into consideration that this was hard for me. Do you remember that moment at all? Or?
I mean, the moment is probably tougher for you than it was happier for me. I think it's so important to respect, you know, your fellow athletes and competitors, and I know how hard you've tried and how difficult it must be, because you just unfortunately can't have it all, you know, and that match
was
can.
So...
Well,
you selfish bastard.
Sort of, but no, but seriously, I mean, you deserved it so much, and I just think that was for me a totally normal thing to do and nothing extraordinary, really.
Well, it was impressive to me, and I certainly appreciated it. If you had to choose one person who's had the biggest impact over the course of your career, who would that be?
Peter Carter, you know, for me was a very important figure. He was my coach when I was about 10 years old till 14, and then from 16 again till about 19. He was like a bigger brother for me, almost like a father figure.
How did his death change you?
It shook me, it woke me up, and made me realize how fortunate I am to be a tennis player and how much he would want me not to waste anything. And I think this is when maybe my career sort of went into overdrive, and I was like, okay, I want to make Peter proud even though he's not with us anymore today.
Looking back, is there anything you regret?
I wish I could have maybe realized my potential sort of 2 years earlier, started to work really hard earlier, understand what I was trying to achieve, what was possible. But at the same time, I think all of that was good for me later on, you know, that I got all the stuff out early, the anger, the sadness, the pressure I had to deal with so much. I felt like between sort of 16 and 22, that later on, that made me the player I am today.
What's the hardest part for you as far as, you know, realizing you're mortal?
I'm aware that it's been a difficult year. I'm sort of fighting back, you know. When you're younger, 17, 19, 21, you have a bad back half a day, and then it's all gone. Then it becomes 2 days, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like 5 days. That's when it becomes unsettling and not a lot of fun when you're playing too often with pain, but I think it's going to be definitely more the mind and the body dictating how long I can play. But I mean, if I take care of it and I have passion for it and the results are still there, I think I'm going to still play for some time.